This is a Solana daily debrief. It's the 13th of June. So quickly having a look at prices. Prices seem to be down slightly, but nothing too crazy, but still down. I'm not going to go over too much in terms of just people's viewpoints today because we are essentially in a range. So up, down, up, down, up, down. This is that ranging crab market. Comes to you as a point here. Do you fear losing more than 30% of your money or missing the next 30% pump? Whatever answer you give yourself is what you should do, assuming you're not already numbed by this price action. So ranging is really what's going to happen. 30% down, 30% up, whatever. This can certainly happen. This is normal. And in my opinion, not financial advice, prices are going to go much higher when the market is primed and ready. So in this time, and not boring, but if you like certain things, dollar cost average. If all of a sudden fundamentally they change or something starts to go wrong with a team, you can always just sell at a loss if you want to. All right, so haven't done any research into this, but Mags is looking at some meme coins on Ton. Ton's connected to Telegram. So many people have Telegram. Ton, I think, will do well. I just don't have the time to really kind of get in there. People have asked in comments if I can look into it. I don't know how or when, but I'll do my best. In the meantime, because it's kind of that marketing, like there's sponsored ads and stuff, whether or not you agree with it, I think some of these will do well. I don't necessarily think that a token like KGB, whatever that is, would do well, but maybe it will. Regardless, meme coins on Ton, don't fade them too much if you've got the time. So Jupiter has been cooking. Today, 3:30 p.m. UTC. If we have a look here, it's just half of the Jupiter team and cash. So there's nothing else in terms of meme coin communities or anything like that. If anyone actually watched that, what did you think? Because I had some people that liked it and some people that didn't like it. Anyway, this is going out. There's going to be a whole lot of news, so this one will be very worth watching. Buckle up, it's almost time to vote. So the Uplink working group, which I am part of, led by Cash. We've got a few things happening over the next couple of days. Reddit AMA tomorrow, final proposal live, Spaces vote kickoff on the 16th, and then the vote ends on the 19th. Go give it a read. In my opinion, just vote for. If you want to go FUD, go for it. If you want to ask questions, go for it. You can tag me and stuff on Twitter and I will reply. Essentially, video creation is far more time consuming than just normal stuff like tweeting and stuff like that. It takes a whole lot of time. Even this video here takes a decent amount of setup. And if I want to do something better and better and better in the future, like the actual cost for editors and stuff is pretty crazy. Ultimate Wallet, they sold their app to Jupiter. They're now building Iron. I have no idea what this is. All I know is it's building the world's first on-chain bank. Maybe give them a follow, see what happens. It does say alongside a Solana SPE blockchain called Iron Chain. I don't even know what SPE means. What I'm thinking is this is going to be on its own kind of Solana based blockchain, not actually on Solana. Research to come in the following week. Meow says, really want to make meme coins fun again. And when this guy puts attention onto something, it generally works out that other people put attention onto this. So I have no idea what he means by that, but I also have a feeling that like if he's got attention on stuff with meme coins, maybe Jupiter has attention on meme coins. Hopefully they mention something like this in today's video. Meteora, I talk about this all the time, but Noon has a very quick thread on this. I really want to know, I'll probably do a poll, how many people are actually using Meteora. It is fairly complex. I've got a video on it. It's still not like the easiest thing to do, even with this video, but I'm still keen to know what people are actually getting amongst. Next bit of news, the co-founder of Monad used to work at Pith, and both are part of the Purple network. If you have some Pith, go and stake it and go and vote on active proposals whenever they happen. If you can get 6,200 Pith, then you'll be in the top 1K holders of Pith. This next thing relates to a claim for an airdrop, and I actually don't have any claim here, unfortunately. And these badges, if you have anything in these, maybe you got amongst them. So Bowden or Tramp, this is kind of crazy. All these different NFTs, maybe you've got something here. I didn't follow it. If it works out for you, go and get amongst it. Because some people are getting some pretty decent kind of allocations. I'm not sure what it was selling for decently. It seems as though it was selling in a decent amount of volume, maybe around kind of 20 cents. And there are people with like 30,000 tokens. So that was a decent airdrop. I don't even really know what it is. Just a friendly reminder, Super Team Earn, if you know what you're doing with regards to content or technical writing, give these Pith bounties a try. This is something that I can't do. It's too technical. And yeah, I have no idea how to actually do these, but you may know how to do them. Solana Labs has pushed out something called Solana Bond, and this is all about loyalty programs. Still very, very new, but basically it's about engaging. I don't really know what it is or how it's actually used, but essentially they're trying to build loyalty with their customer base. So this is definitely plenty of product market fit. Going from Web 2 to Web 3 with it, not very easy, but very bullish for just Solana as a narrative. Circle's got a new programmable wallet. This is once again dev speak, going to be fairly complex. What I like though is you can sponsor transaction fees for your users. So it would be really cool if you have a situation where you've got an app or whatever, and then they can withdraw from that, and in some way they can withdraw, but they don't have to pay any transaction fees because you're paying for them on your end via this actual programmable wallet. I imagine it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of roll out to different dApps, but in terms of gaming, stuff like that, that is very, very cool. FP Lee has gone over cloud, and I've actually got a longer video on it coming out today. Watch that video because I've got basically all the information you need, and I understand this very, very well. As soon as you've watched the video, you should understand it well yourself. If you want a TLDR, deposit into Vault, the Meteora Vault, for super cheap if you're bullish on cloud. Be a significant lockup length. The curve will start at 1 million fully diluted valuation or lower, and the curve will stop at 500. This is correct. It will start at 1 million fully diluted valuation, but only for a couple of $100,000 worth of tokens. And then all of a sudden it's climbing very rapidly. CAB has shown a little bit of work in progress when it comes to in-app and physical rewards and animation test. Step Finance is burning Step. Don't know exactly why, but what I feel is going to happen with Step Finance is I feel, although, this is probably the best case for the end user, is to use app.step.finance to check your portfolio. And I'm pretty sure everyone's done that, but we can do that quickly while I just talk. What I think the case is with this is like, as Solana grows and grows and grows, we're going to have this situation where all of a sudden there's going to be really needed news, like what I'm doing, in a way that's more written or more timely. Some news comes out. And that's what I think Step Finance will be. And as Solana really, really grows, I have a feeling that Step Finance will become like the Wall Street Journal. So how that relates to their token, I have no idea. But regardless, they are burning their token, which is good. So you put in your wallet here at Step Finance, and it just shows you everything where you've got like sell orders, yield bearing assets, what you're doing in different things, lending, validator staking, and your NFTs, which is cool. Justin, Joe Biden campaign in talks to accept crypto donations, which is crazy because he's anti-crypto in my opinion. And from the evidence we have just on all that, once again, this is not a left versus right thing. I don't care about that. Just pointing out that he's accepting crypto donations. So the good news is, if you like Joe Biden, if you want to vote for him, you can now look after him by sending some crypto donations, probably within a week or two. GM Binance Friends. So Marinade has a chefed up deal. And this isn't a great deal, just putting it on your radar. Like MSOL, just not a great deal. So using your Binance Web3 wallet, you can stake SOL for MSOL, hold from June 12th to September 10th. And at the end of the period, you'll receive 1 Marinade for each MSOL with no size limit. I mean, what does it say? Get in on the rewards by staking before June 12th. Well, I think we've kind of missed this. How can we respond so quickly to these things? Anyway, 1 Marinade is only worth like 13 cents or something, so it's not really, really important. All my point here is liquid staking tokens, people are going to try and reward you, and money's going to go where it's treated best. So I think MSOL, they have a few other things up their sleeve. So I think it will become more lucrative. Also, the actual Marinade token is very cheap compared to the other governance tokens. Maybe that starts to go on a little bit of a run, but I kind of show that price in the Sanctum video, so go watch that. Meme coins on Solana are down tremendously, just keeping you in the know here. Bonk is down crazy over 7 days, so is Dog with Hat. Absolutely crazy. Iggy's doing very well with her mother. She's just killing it, and it's reclaimed 200 million. Might be down a little bit again, but it's reclaimed 200 million, and she's basically been featured in Forbes and starting to get stuff out in a way that's actually hitting normies, which is very impressive. Edgar goes over everything she's been doing, which has been absolutely insane and a good way for him to kind of have more relevance after leaving MarginFi. Giving all this great TLDR of information. Essentially brought on a law firm and going into business and helping other celebrities launch, and saving some koalas, saving more koalas, etc, etc, etc. Even bought a ledger. Impressive. Now, next part is Andrew Tate. I said the other day to follow Andrew Tate for kind of alpha. Whenever there's new information comes along, I'm going to update you with the information. I think you can follow him, but I would be, this is really not financial advice, but I'd be very aggressive on profit taking because it appears as though he's smart and also unethical. And what he's doing is buy evidence, basically he's buying and maybe burning, or buying and not selling in one wallet. But of course, there's 5 other wallets that have been newly funded that buy the token at the same time, and then they're sitting on like tens of millions of dollars worth of potential profit, and they could go and DCA it out, or they could go and just dump, and he would be doing very, very well, and he could say it wasn't me. Now, there's no evidence that it is him, but it's highly, highly likely. So Sanctum and Tate, they're kind of at war in various things. I don't really want to engage too much with these sort of posts, just because, you know, they drop the N word and they get a little bit too degenerate, but there is alpha in there. Probably the best alpha is Bubble Maps. Bubble Maps put out this tweet, and then Andrew Tate blocked them. I feel that that's really crazy for Bubble Maps to be blocked, or for Andrew Tate just to block so readily. That's crazy. So it goes over the whole spiel in a really good way. And if you don't know what bubble maps are, it represents, you know, flows of crypto tokens as bubbles, you know, with arrows and size of position. You can see how much of the supply it has. And they've been out for a while, and I don't know how they make money, but I feel this is a really, really cool product. And when we start to cover meme coins more, or just researching what's going to do well and what's not going to do well, which, by the way, is still being researched. This is weeks of research to get good videos out of it. Once we've completed that and we start to cover meme coins, we will be using bubble maps all the time, because it just visually gives us so much information so quick. Now, quick bit of information regarding USDC and IO. I didn't put very much into this. IO like pumped. So if you manage to actually get an airdrop, great. If not, I feel that we're going to have to start putting a lot more attention into airdrops. Not the ones that we can't necessarily get amongst, like Mad Lads and stuff, because Mad Lads are very, very expensive, but other ones that are more affordable, get amongst them. So I went in here, swap fees, I had to move it because it kind of went out of range. The price pumped, so I was left with a huge amount of USDC and nothing else. And I haven't really earned anything. I can't even remember what I put in yesterday, but I haven't actually really earned anything. Haven't earned anything here. But if I stay relatively the same value in USDC and just accumulate more and more MEP points, I would also be happy with that. Remember, the goal of providing liquidity is to outperform impermanent loss. So we'll go and claim fees, but I'll actually also show you that I'm starting to run towards the end of my curve, meaning that I'm not actually going to generate any more fees soon if it keeps on going in this direction. So on this occasion, what I would prefer to do is just withdraw 100%, withdraw and close the position, and then approve. If I only had a lot of USDC, or if I wanted more kind of IO, then what I would also do is I'd go to the swap menu, and then I would go and, you know, swap some USDC, nothing crazy, maybe like, well, I don't have much here, $5 or so, something like that, into IO. The pump in price of IO has been quite substantial over the recent kind of 24 hours, but still it's kind of leveling out. So if we have a look here at IO net, this is pretty impressive because it was selling for whales market at like $3 something, maybe $3.50. So this is one of the first tokens to come out and go at a higher price than actual whales market. Either way, doesn't show us great information on CoinGecko, but it's up. That's all you really have to know. So after I've gone and claimed all the fees, we'll go and add a new position, and I'm just going to turn this off. Max, curve. And then I'm just going to pull this in a little bit of a tighter range, just so it concentrates more on my liquidity there. Add the liquidity between this price and this price. Or we've been around this price for quite some time. Like maybe I just kind of go even tighter range curve. So like 17, yep. And then maybe as far as about 19. That way it's only distributed amongst 27 bins. Approve. Then I'm going to start to get some swap fees. Okay, time for some actionables. 10 dupes, Plento, call it 330 UTC, claim the POAP. If you know about claim the POAP, go and claim the POAP. Watch my video on detecting and avoiding scams. This is just maybe a weekly or fortnightly reminder. If you've already seen it, if you know what you're doing, don't worry about it. But if you're new to the space, please, honestly watch it. They're not terribly engaging, but they'll potentially save you or your friends tens of thousands of dollars. Also keep in mind, as I get more and more popular, I'll have a lot more people on Twitter pretending to be me. I'm not there on Twitter DMing people asking for them to be part of a premium group or anything like that. They're scammers and they block me straight away so I can't see their profile. See it all the time. In 2021, it's happening again now. IO, USDC LP on Meteora. If you can do that, watch my video on Meteora. Check out the Super Team Earn Bounties, not just for PIF, but other ones as well. Read the uplink proposal and vote for when it goes live on the 16th, and use dBridge Finance. That's all for today. Catch you in the next video.